Hey everybody, Jax here with another YouTube tutorial on the UDK. And in part 5 to my tutorial series, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what you need to do next for just detailing up your map. Just we're closing in on the finish line with detailing, but there's a few more things we have to do. So if you guys have any terrain that you need to include, do that now. I'm not going to be covering that because I do not need terrain. If you want to add water, such as any streams, rivers, little ponds, whatever, rain, now is the time to do it. And also, if you want to add anything else exterior to the map, now would be the time to do it. I added my city back here a little earlier. Back there, I probably should have waited until now to do it, but it's not that big of a deal. So, as of right now, the only thing I'm going to do here, because the only thing I really need to do, is add a sky dome. And now what you're going to want to do to add a sky dome is just search sky dome, click all assets, and I'm going to use this one, the one that looks kind of like sunset. And now I just want to rotate this. Oopsie. Let's see if I can get it right. Until it looks like it's kind of facing the right direction. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Now let's go and oh yeah, that looks good. Okay. Maybe lower it just a tad bit. A little bit more. Okay, I kind of like that. And go ahead and save that out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water in some different areas, I think. But I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna do that and come back to the video, and so you guys don't have to watch me doing all this kind of mundane tasks. So I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Now the only thing I did in all of this step is add a skybox, as you just saw, and I added a little tiny waterfall, just some water that's trickling by this rock. And if you'll notice, I have not added any particular particle effect for the splash. And that's because particle effects come later, at a later step. You don't want to add any particle effects right now. So I'm going to do that later. It looks a little bit bare bones right now, but it'll look a lot better with the particle effect added to it with a little bit of a splash. And so let's see here. The next step is a step that I do not have to do. Usually what I do next is I do the interior design work, like adding all the detail to the interior at this point. But as you can tell, I have no interior, so it's not really necessary. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do an entire environment sweep, meaning we are going to go through everything to look to see if there's any particular bare spots that don't look like they have any detail to them, anything that looks particularly imbalanced to you. One thing that caught my attention is this roofing. I want to add a little bit more of these. I think some of these tentacle things, they look pretty cool, and it just looks pretty bare up there. I'm gonna add some stuff up there, especially since it's the center point of my scene. Another thing that kind of caught my attention is how bare it looks over here on this corner. I'm gonna add some stuff on that to make sure it's looking good. That's what I'm gonna be doing, and I will once again be back in one moment. Alright guys, so I think it's looking a lot better. Added some extra cables up there, made it a little bit more ancient society looking. Then over here, whoa, really flew. Okay, added a cable coming out of the front there, and saying I figured it would go underground, come back up, and mixing technology with life. I always thought was kind of an interesting prospect. So I added that, and from what I can tell, everything looks pretty balanced. And what I was also going to say, normally going through the environment sweep is a whole nother step. You almost want to you want to dedicate quite a bit of time to it to make sure you're doing everything well, but this is just a tutorial for me, so well, actually it's for you guys, but it's just a tutorial, so I'm trying to do some quick iterations, and so you guys can know the proper process of making a level. And so from the looks of it, everything looks pretty detailed. Looks detailed enough, and I think will look really well once we get some lighting in. And that is what we're going to do in the next tutorial. I'm going to try and get on that real fast, and so you guys can check it out. Make sure you save your packages often, but I'm going to do the lighting tutorial next, and that's when you're really going to start to see your environment come to life, because even this texture that repeats a lot and it doesn't look real great, once you add lighting, it changes everything. It makes everything just look so much better. So I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you around.